Meghan Markle is the Duchess
of Sussex.
and people are, for whatever reason, they just don't like her. Like they come all
Why?
in on. I don't know,
Yeah.
but they come out of the woodwork to criticize her. I guess because they left the royals.
She didn't want to follow
I gotta
tradition.
say, what people? That's going to be my next question, right? Like, who doesn't like her? I got nothing against her.
Me neither.
Right.
But I think you're gonna like her more, Mike.
Go.
All right. So this video came from her Instagram page.
Oh, we got new stuff.
From her Instagram page.
Okay.
She
Yo,
said
she's working?
when the
Find out.
spicy food and all the other things aren't working, what she posted, the baby wasn't coming. So they decided to play the baby mama song
And twerk it out.
and have a dance party in the hospital.
Yeah, work that, man. Okay.
All right. And you know,
Real
and in
man.
case you know, Prince Harry was like, I'm gonna get in on this a little bit myself. So the people who hate on her
Okay.
are very upset. That is completely, in quotes, pathetic. It's undignified. You're supposed to have a certain level of stature. Why would you post something like that? It's disgusting. That's coming from media outlets and people overseas, like their media
Right.
over there.
What does American
Slamming
media
her.
say?
Right, we like,
We like, get it back.
I thought it actually made them more relatable.
Yes. They
Okay.
can't do anything without critique or criticism, and negative criticism at that. People just haters. They're just haters. Like, they are having fun, living their best lives, celebrating their children, and we can't just be happy for them. It's backwards.
You like her more now, don't
Yeah,
you?
look, I've never disliked her, right?
Right.
But
She didn't do anything to anybody.
when she actually, I respected her, and what's this? Harry?
Harry.
Is that her husband?
Prince.
For being like, listen, man, we're not dealing with this nonsense of the royal family anymore. We're in love. We're good. We bouncing. You know what I'm saying? Like when they did that, I was like, yo, big up to you, man, because I wouldn't have walked away from that.
No, I
Like, not me. I'd have been like, look, I would look like, look, man, you gotta have to get in line, man.
Extraordinary Spotlight fam, isn't it refreshing to receive bright, heartening updates involving the admired couple, Duke and Duchess of Sussex? Not long ago, a segment on Fox Soul Live examined the animus toward Meghan and the now viral maternity dance clip with Prince Harry. What an event. Markle, bestowed with the Sussex title, somehow draws widespread disdain. Detractors, without prompting, emerged to ridicule, perhaps provoked by their decision to distance themselves from monarchical obligations. She declined to follow expectations. That brings an important thought. Why is she so disliked? I don't understand either. Honestly, this might make her even more likable, Mike. That clip, straight off her Insta. Evidently, after food and traditional tricks failed to prompt birth, they blasted the track and got groovy inside the birthing suite. Yes, they danced. And sure enough, Harry got involved too. Critics, fuming, called it disgraceful, undignified, unfitting for individuals of stature. Outrage spread, especially overseas. Yet, instead of offense, some felt the moment was endearing. It humanized them. Somehow, despite celebrating a personal milestone, backlash followed. It's absurd. Personally, there's never been dislike, no harm done by her. In fact, admiration grew stronger. Harry, her partner, chose liberation over rigid customs. Enough, they said. We're out. That level of courage? Commendable. Fox Soul's team refused to hold back. That roundtable dove into subjects others avoided. It was candid, raw, and honestly so necessary. Cameras rolled, spectators leaned closer. Why this relentless animosity? A woman who uplifts, gives back, and remains composed, yet receives relentless pushback. Conversation quickly shifted toward that exuberant dance. There were glimpses of spontaneous joy in a clinical setting, unfiltered celebration. That footage revealed something rare, two connected spirits in sync. It was emotionally rich, unaffected by public hostility. Viewers were stunned. Regular royal watchers just didn't expect anything like it. Opponents froze. That one sequence shattered expectations. Meghan didn't shrink. She beamed. She danced. She radiated power, presence, and joy. Enter Bam, Bill, Alex, and Mike. Their on-air synergy? Brilliant. Together, they didn't just converse. They confronted uncomfortable realities. Not hosts, truth-bearers. Their mission: reveal roots of hostility, deconstruct falsehoods, and demand better discourse. They discussed criticism with a fire rarely seen. No sugarcoating, no filters. Instead, they broke everything apart: motives, language, coverage, exposing double standards and unfair portrayals. Audiences usually spoon-fed narratives suddenly got honesty. Misinformation's armor cracked. Bam was fearless. Prejudices, systemic distortions, nothing was safe. Headlines others whisper about, they addressed aloud. And you felt it, how people finally said, this is wrong. Collective patience has worn thin. Meghan's done nothing wrong. Yet where some receive accolades, she's met with scorn. That contradiction, it can't stand anymore. Thankfully, support is gaining. There's a growing crowd calling out pettiness and malicious spins. This isn't some trend, it's awareness. A turning point. And it's no longer just about Meghan or Harry. It's about any soul marginalized, ridiculed, or cast aside for defying conventions. This moment is about transformation, an ethical awakening. So, monarchy's grip? It's weakening. Power structures that once seemed totally immune are now under review. Bam didn't just host chatter, they actually sparked overdue correction. People felt emboldened, you know? No longer murmuring behind closed doors, they roared. What makes Meghan threatening? Well, she stayed calm, helped others, spoke up, stood tall against all odds. She held her belly. How dare she? She voiced beliefs, too bold. She's biracial, unwelcome. And honestly, all this for simply existing with dignity. And she kept rising, unshaken, still loved, still centered. That probably enrages critics most, doesn't it? Because no matter how hard they push, she continues upward. That video, Harry dancing beside her, tender, unpolished, honest, a quiet revolution, no pageantry, no stiff etiquette, just anticipation and intimacy, love in motion. That's why institutions lost composure. That moment carried subtext. We're free. We're happy. We're unfazed. It threatened the illusion. Their harmony frightened those who thrive on control. Meanwhile, others in the same system, despite actual controversies, have been shielded. Meghan? Judged mercilessly. The disparity is glaring. Bam didn't look away. They analyzed it all: bias, spin, motives. They named the games played behind headlines. Meghan's opponents couldn't compete. Their weak points collapsed under scrutiny. Underneath gossip lies truth. A woman choosing authenticity, refusing masks, embracing realness. That's her crime, and for that she's demonized? Audiences are done. They're discerning now. They're not buying recycled slander. They see through it. What Bam accomplished was, honestly, colossal. Finally, someone validated the unease that millions felt. They turned frustration into clarity. They reframed the debate and reminded everyone, Meghan's not alone. This wasn't passive consumption. This was urgent conversation, cultural critique, institutional indictment, a challenge to update or, dissolve. Now that awareness spreads, momentum builds. Viewership multiplies, messaging amplifies. We reject the narrative. That's the chorus now. This goes beyond personal drama. It's about restructuring what we believe in. It's about giving voice to integrity, lifting those who've been unfairly targeted. So yes, join the momentum. Pass it on. Watch Bam. Share the footage. Let that fire inside spread. Because people are tired of pretending the old ways work. They're ready for something bold, honest, liberating. That dance, historic. It echoed across screens, and behind every viral replay is a declaration: we are done hiding, we are living. Authenticity unchained. It was a jolt to the system. Not just entertaining, but, disruptive in the best way, because it stripped away niceties and said what needed to be said. By refusing submission, Meghan illuminated paths forward. By choosing peace, Harry rejected legacy expectations. Their choices pierced through stale tradition. The dance was defiance and love. And that vision of joy, unscripted, real, is something the system may never replicate. But the rest of us were watching and learning. Thank you for staying with me. I appreciate each of you. Until next time, stay kind, stay awake, and keep standing with Harry and Meghan.